So anyway, Outhouse John, coming live from Bama. So I went and did it. Didn't want to do it, but I don't know. I sold the Bama Ram, my truck. Really wanted that truck, man. I've been looking for a truck for 25 years like that, And killed me. I basically gave it away because you know, thing is, see, when I do something, I can do something I can have more control over, And I need complete control. And like like I said, if I wanted to stay in this country, America, the U.S., whatever, U.S. I don't call it America anymore. I just call it the U.S. Because the America side I love, the U.S. side of this country I hate. I hate the U.S. side. I love the American side, but unfortunately, you know, the U.S. has taken over America, and that's why I'm leaving. The communist U.S. side. The only way I'd stay here if the Confederacy rose again. I don't think that's going to happen. I, I'd like for it to happen because I'm a Confederate, but it doesn't exist anymore. So you know what? I don't exist in this country anymore, really. And so I'm leaving Alabama because I've been coming here since really I've been living here since like 2017, and I just liked it better back then than I do now. It's just like what brought me here is just more and more going away. Like Florida, like I said, I used to like Central Florida back when it was more like the South. Back in like the 90s, early 2000s, when, there's a town called Claremont, Florida. I've been going there since 89. I actually liked it better back then because it was more like the South. That's why I came down to the American South because I wanted to get away from the American North. I wanted to get away from everything up north in America, not just the people. I mean, not just the weather, not just the weather. I wanted to get away from everything from the states up north here in America. I didn't like the music. I hate the northern flavorless culture of America. I hated the music. I hated the food. I hated the, you know, people were colder up there, and I hated everything about the living up north. I hated everything. That's why I came down south to get away from everything up north, you know. And that's what I liked about Florida at the first. It was still like the South down there, pretty much. And I came to the South to live in the South, you know, the Southern ways, the Southern culture, the Southern rock, the Southern barbecue. That's what brought me down here, and the Southern land. Those are the three things that brought me here. And like I said, I always like going places where I have connections. Like Alabama, I have relatives here. I have grandpa that was born here. That's why I chose Alabama. And reason I'm in Alabama, Bama rock, Bama land, Bama barbecue. But it's going away. It's going away. The Bama land's getting contaminated by all the other assholes from other states. It's not Alabama that's the problem. It's all these other states are the problem that come to Alabama and bring their crap companies here and pollute everything. I mean, this is one reason why, like, I've started thinking, what we need to make these states into countries. That way, Alabama can protect Alabama and stop letting these other shithole assholes from other states come into Alabama and fuck their shit up. You know, because Alabama, that's what ruined Alabama. Everybody else from every other state, that's what ruined Alabama. All these other idiots from surrounding states bringing their trash with them and leaving it in Alabama. You know, and so I don't blame Alabama. I blame all the states, other states in America for fucking up Alabama. You know. But anyway, I'm so um, I'm now it's getting cold, and I generally like working like I like doing a little bit of everything. I guess I like like animating. I like making animated movies. I like working on my own stuff. Car everything. I like doing everything. And when it gets cold outside, you know, basically gonna stay inside. And that's when I like to work on my stuff because when it's nice out, I like to be outside. When it's not nice, I like to be inside. And I guess that's what I like doing when I'm inside. I got some movie ideas. I just got done rewriting, making them better, and I'm gonna go out and buy. I sold my truck because, like I said, I just I guess if I can't work on something myself, I can't trust anybody else to do it, man. And I want to move to Eastern Europe now. I want to live in Eastern Europe. I don't want to live here in this country anymore because, like I said, I used to like it 20 years ago, but truthfully, I can't stand any part of this country anymore. And the parts I do like, just pretty much getting non-existent. And so I could give a and I'm so what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna stay here in Alabama. I'm gonna see my good friend Jonathan East play one more time. I'm gonna go to Cincinnati, see if I can stay with my dad for free. And I have money coming to me. And I want to get my money, and sometime next year when it gets warmer, I'm going back to Ukraine, and I'm gonna get a place to live. And I'm gonna get my damn Ukraine visa, so I can go back, so I can get into Russia, check out Belarus, okay, and then I want to get a place to live, get a visa. I want to start transitioning over to Eastern Europe, everything, you know. Got to take it a bit at a time. I got to learn the language. I'm gonna learn a language after I get a place over there and serious about living over there. Then I'm gonna learn the language, because if I don't, if I like, you never know what's gonna happen. Like I really have learned not to plan too far in the future. Because things happen, things change without you knowing. Like yeah, if the government would just go away in the if we can get rid of the U.S. side of America, I would come back here. If we could get rid of our USSR type government called the USSA, which yes, if the people see the if the Confederacy rises again, that's when the people take back control of their country. That's what that freaking means. Because that's what the Confederacy fought the Civil War for. The people's own individual rights. That's why the Confederacy fought the war. They wanted to retain their individual rights free from the mother communist Union States government. That's the wrong side won the American Civil War. The government side won, and that's a freaking fact. That's a fact. You can look it up. Any way you want to see it, that's what happened. Okay? The Confederacy broke off because the people wanted to live their own damn lives the way they saw fit. That's why the Confederacy formed in the first place. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about the slavery. Slavery came later. Okay, slavery was like a afterthought. The whole main purpose of the Civil War was the one side, the Union Communist States side, wanted the control of everything again. They wanted to control everything under their one mother communist Union States government. That's why they fought. That's the initial reason they fought the war, to get the 13 Confederate states back under their fucking control. One mother communist government control. Elitist control. That's why the Union, that's why they fought the war. The Confederate side fought because the people wanted more of their own rights that George Washington promised them. That they saw that the Union government was taken back away from them. That's why they moved south to form the Confederacy. Okay, and I want to get rid of old governments completely, just completely. Go back to the Indian days. I would love to go back to the Indian days when they didn't have a government. There was no government when the Indians roamed America, ran America. There was no such thing as a fucking government. All it was you got by on your own merit. You got by on your own skills. You got by on your own talent. Okay? If you know what I'm saying, it was dog eat dog, and that's why I want to go. I wanted to go back to dog eat dog. You know, no more. There's no such thing as prison. There's no such thing as jail, right? See, if there's no such thing as a court system, that there's no such thing as going to prison, I ain't afraid of nothing. The only thing that makes me afraid of things is the fear of going to jail. And I'm not afraid of the people in jail. I'm just afraid of being isolated. I'm afraid of being stuffed in a box alive. You know, I have too much energy. I couldn't stand it. Okay, I'd probably beat my head in against the wall, literally kill myself, because I just got to be in open land. I got too much energy. I'm claustrophobic. You know, it's the phobia. And it's just like, I'd rather be dead in a box than alive in a box. If I had a choice of going to jail or going to the cemetery, say I was going to jail for like a year, even a year, I'd rather go to the cemetery, because I couldn't do it. I can't be shut in like that. So I want to live somewhere where there is no court systems, And I'm not talking about the fucking Middle East. I don't want no part of the Middle East. I don't want to live with those cockroach people, those human cockroaches. So that's something different. I want to live in a normal, white man society like Ukraine, but I want the government out of my fucking life completely.